Yo, what's good with y'all, man? So for today, we got a very interesting video, bro. We got the night LeBron James refused to shoot in the NBA Finals. So I'm guessing they're talking about his Game 4 performance in 2011, and I feel like a lot of y'all don't know that about this game. So let's check this one out, bro.
Back in the 2011 finals, LeBron James played the worst game of his career in Game 4 when he only scored 8 points in 46 minutes of play. While the
Bruh.
box score wasn't great, what will mostly be remembered
8
that
points in 46 minutes.
is
In
how
a game where he had D Wade as his second option and Chris Bosh as his third option, bro, to take the pressure
passive
off.
he was, shooting the ball only 11 times in this game. And in particular, he only took one shot in the fourth quarter in a game where Miami could have really taken control of this series. So, what
Like
exactly
the
happened?
fact that they lost against Dirk and the Mavs when Dirk was like sick even for a game, bro. That's why he's not my go, bro. And I feel like this video is gonna get a lot of dislikes, but hey, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, bro.
Coming into this series, LeBron James was looking for his first title of his NBA career.
Yeah.
He had performed up to his usual standards, and the Heat blew through the East on their way to the finals. LeBron was his aggressive self, scoring 26 points on 19 shots a game, but against the Mavericks, he hadn't played up to his usual self. That said, the Heat were still up 2-1 in the finals, and LeBron had the chance to put his stamp on the series. But instead, he became ultra passive.
Another thing we
and
don't talk about
subsequently
is his
played the
performance in the 2007 NBA Finals. I don't understand he didn't have too many teammates to pass it to, but they forced him to shoot, and he wasn't making them 3-pointers, bro. Let's
first
also
game
talk
of
about
his
that.
NBA career. To start the game, the Mavs assigned 38-year-old Jason Kidd to him. Yes, he was still a decent defender at that time, but LeBron had run through much better defenders. Yet, he didn't really look to take advantage of this matchup. With
LeBron,
LeBron at the elbow and in a good position to drive, he instead passes it to Wade to run
is
a
he?
pick
Are
and
you
roll.
okay,
The
LeBron?
ball
Are
eventually
you
swings
feeling
to the
good?
corner, and Joel Anthony then has to make a play, but he's not going to know what to do with it.
Bro, what is he
For a
doing,
lot
bro?
of the game, LeBron would be standing in the corner while Wade was running the offense, and Wade was by far the best performer in the finals, but with Kidd hiding on LeBron, Wade had to consistently go against much longer defenders. As weird as it sounds, part of the issue was that Miami didn't really know how to use LeBron, especially when he was off the ball. This play in particular
Was
stood
Eric
out
Spoelstra still the
where
coach? Oh,
Wade
yeah, I
was
guess he
out,
was.
and they had Chalmers running point with LeBron setting a screen for a Mike Miller shot. A lot of their offense for the entire year was on a your turn, my turn basis, so when Wade had the ball, LeBron was primarily standing around as a non threat. But when LeBron had the ball, he didn't do himself any favors. On this fast break, Sean Marion's the only guy in front of him, but he slows it down instead, and Bosh settles for a mid-range jumper. This happened quite a bit, where LeBron already had the mentality to get the ball out of his hands. On this pick and roll, he does a great job splitting the double, but he picks up the dribble early to pass it,
Why would you
and
do
that's
that?
an easy steal. Part of the reason I believe he had this mentality was because of the poor roster construction. Remember, even though Miami was by far the more talented team, they had a lot of slashers instead of great 3-point shooters. Consider the fact that they were playing double bigs.
Bro,
The
don't give no
spacing could get
excuses
rough
to
real
LeBron,
quick.
bro. He
What
had
this
D
meant
Wade and
then
Chris
was that
Bosh.
Dallas could pack the paint and just dare Miami to take jump shots. And I think LeBron started to hesitate. When he catches the ball, Wade's taking up the corner, and Anthony's interfering with LeBron's driving lane, so he doesn't try to attack this matchup and passes it instead. On this one, LeBron's trying to ISO from the wing and he drives left, but three Mavs collapse on him because two bigs are in the paint, so he has nowhere to go. A lot of times, the Heat were
Bro.
getting in LeBron's way of driving into any sort of space, and he struggled to figure out how to create space for himself.
The
In
thing
pick and
is, if
rolls,
this was an
the
issue,
Mavs wanted
it
LeBron
would have
to get
happened
rid
in the
of the
previous
ball.
3 series.
So
Maybe
instead
it
of trying
did.
to attack
But,
downhill
bro,
on these blitzes,
the matter of fact
LeBron was
is,
much more inclined
LeBron
to
didn't
give
step up.
opportunities for his teammates. So for LeBron to really be successful, he had to beat Dallas with his jump shot. While he could shoot some off the dribble, LeBron was a 33% three-point shooter at that time and had typically dominated teams by driving to the basket. As a result, LeBron was faced with a dilemma: take more jump shots than he normally liked, or get rid of the ball to a teammate. Now,
Bro,
to be
look at the
clear,
paint,
I'm not
bro.
saying that
They got
LeBron
5
shouldn't
dudes
pass the
collapsing
ball
on
at all.
Bosch.
It's just important that these passes are productive in the sense that they'll move the defense as much as possible. For example, even though Jason Kidd's on him, I like this swing pass because Marin's trying to close out hard, which gives Wade an open lane and an easy layup at the rim. And in
How
that
much did
third
Wade
quarter,
score this game?
LeBron set up Wade numerous times. On this one, he splits the double and actually keeps his dribble alive. That forces the Mavs to come over, and Wade cuts in for a dunk. Just a few possessions later, LeBron runs pick and roll and wants to get it to Bosch, but then throws an absolute beauty of an alley-oop to Wade at the rim. The
Nice.
stretch from the late third to the early fourth quarter was where LeBron looked most like himself. Up four, he posts up Jason Terry and draws a double team. The ball naturally moves around to the corner for a wide open three. Next possession, we see that basketball IQ. LeBron tells Bosch to come up and Haslam to stay, and that's because when he swings the ball to Chalmers, he drives, and it's Haslam who now has a wide open shot
Okay.
to
All right,
push the
LeBron.
lead
9
up to
point
9.
game.
At this point,
On the verge of going
LeBron
up 3
James only
1.
had 8 points, but the Heat were still in control of the game. But that's when he got strangely passive again. On this pick and roll, LeBron has a great chance to turn the corner against Dirk, but tries to jump pass it to Haslam, and he travels. Once Wade came back in, the Mavs started running a zone to protect the paint, and LeBron was standing in the corner again as Wade tried to shoot this
Like
fadeaway
LeBron,
jumper.
you don't even go
This
for the
happened
rebounds
for a lot
anymore?
of the fourth quarter, as LeBron wanted Wade to take over the offense. While it's fine to have Wade handle the ball, he was never in a position to be that secondary playmaker. So when the Mavs helped on Wade, that secondary playmaker had to be Mario Chalmers, who's not nearly as adept at finding good scoring opportunities. Even when Wade would come to James, he didn't move to a spot to get the ball from him, and that's another turnover. Because LeBron was so passive, even his teammates started looking for their own shot. As Wade penetrates into the paint, Miller should pass to LeBron on the wing, but he decides to be aggressive
Wow.
and can't
He
finish
looked
the
off
layup.
LeBron?
As weird as it sounds, LeBron was a negative on offense at this point, which helped Dallas get back in the game. Which leads us to the last 90 seconds. The Heat are down 2, and LeBron gets the ball with a chance to run. Yes, there's more Mavs players, but Kidd's in front of him and Dirk's no rim protector. But he instead backs it out to run pick and roll and passes it to Haslam to take the semi-contested mid-range.
Which he misses.
On the way down,
Bro,
the
LeBron.
Mavs swing the ball beautifully all the way to the corner.
This is one of the.
for a wide
Not only
open
this
three.
game,
And on the miss,
we gotta talk
LeBron
about
finds Wade with the beautiful
this
pass,
entire
and
series,
he has
bro.
a chance to tie it at the line. After making the first, the second free throw goes in and out,
Ooh,
and now the
D-Wade.
Mavs have a chance to seal this game. Not surprisingly, they go to Dirk at the elbow with 3 Heat guys on the left side. He drives right and gets it up over Wade's contest to make it a
LeBron,
3-point game.
Where's the help
So when
defense
Heat
at,
up
bro?
3,
LeBron. You're supposed to help out
with
here,
3
man.
Heat guys on the left
He's
side.
not gonna pass to the
He
corner,
drives
bro.
right and gets it up over Wade's contest.
Look
to
at
make it
LeBron
a
just staring, bro.
3-point game. So in need of
Like-
a 3, LeBron tries asking for the ball in the corner. Terry's right there. So Miller tries to go to Wade, but he drops the ball. He eventually finds
Whoa.
Miller, who can't.
How did he
make
even
the
save
three,
that shit?
And Dallas is able to tie the series at 2 games apiece. Overall, LeBron James only took 1 shot in the fourth quarter, which was a fadeaway jumper over Deshaun Stevenson, and obviously didn't score a point in the process.
Bruh.
And as the series went on, LeBron never played up to his usual standards, and the Heat were upset in 6 games to the Dallas Mavericks. From there, though, LeBron and the Heat made a few major adjustments to make sure that this would never happen again. The first thing they did was move Chris Bosh to the 5 and added Shane Battier in free agency to
Along
give
with
the
Ray
Heat much
Allen.
more shooting. Secondly, and more importantly, LeBron James was never that passive ever again. As Wade got older, LeBron took full control of the offense and reasserted himself as the best player in the NBA. Teams still dared him to shoot, but LeBron responded by steadily improving his jumper year after year. This was most evident in Game 7 against the Spurs, who dared him to shoot jump shots at volume, and LeBron gladly took the challenge, making 5 threes, including this mid-range pull-up that sealed his second title. The Heat ended up winning 2 championships
The first
in a
title.
4-year span,
Oh yeah, the second title.
and
Second
that
title.
kickstarted LeBron's run to become the GOAT in basketball history. So
He's not,
while
bro.
he was absolutely
You literally
terrible,
just made a video breaking down how he's not the GOAT. Like,
2011 finals, this ended up being a turning point for one of the greatest players in NBA history. So,
one of the
hope you
greatest.
guys
He's not
enjoyed
the
this video.
greatest.
If so,
But
you
yeah,
can
that's gonna be it for the video, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time.